They've also mentioned, again, their partnerships with Zito Inc. and Amostomix.
Right. Those are ongoing collaborations.
Yeah, so what's the deal with those?
So Zito, they focus on developing rapid EEG devices.
Okay.
So you can see how that fits in,
Yeah.
Quicker, easier data collection,
Right.
which could lead to faster diagnoses.
Yeah.
Potentially for patients.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty natural synergy there.
Okay, and then what about Hemostomix?
Hemostomix is in the cell therapy space.
Yeah. Okay.
So they haven't given a ton of details yet on how that partnership is playing out.
Okay.
But you can imagine, using Firefly's brain network analysis to better understand neurological conditions and how they might respond to these therapies.
Okay, so that's a lot more, I guess, speculative at this point.
Yeah, we need more information to really assess that one fully.
Okay, but the fact that they keep mentioning these partnerships suggests that they're still, key to their strategy.
Absolutely. It signals their importance to Firefly's overall plans.
Okay, and then, the big question for a lot of people is okay, all this stuff sounds great, but when are they actually going to, make some money?
Right, the million-dollar question.
Exactly. And from what we've seen, Firefly's management, they're pretty optimistic.
They are. They've expressed optimism.
Yeah.
About seeing more people using the BNA technology.
Okay.
And the potential for revenue, throughout 2025.
Okay, so they're saying good things are coming. But I guess the one caveat is that we haven't seen any specific revenue projections.
Right, that's the key thing to note.
Yeah.
They haven't released, specific guidance on what they expect to make.
Right. So it's kind of they're saying they're going to be rich, but they're not saying how rich or when.
Exactly. So, investors are kind of left to speculate a bit.
Yeah. And that makes it tough because how do you evaluate the company if you don't know how much money they're going to make?
Right. It has a layer of uncertainty.
Yeah.
It's encouraging to hear that management's positive, but concrete numbers would give a much clearer picture.
Yeah. So until then, we're just kind of waiting and seeing.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's talk about the stock now. This thing has been all over the place.
It's been a wild ride.
Yeah, so back on March 11th, right around the time of the NVIDIA announcement, the stock price jumped up, potentially hit a high of 9.01.
Right, a big spike.
But today, March 28th, it's down to 4.11.
Yeah, that's a pretty steep drop.
Yeah, over 50%, right?
Yeah, roughly a 54% decline.
Wow, so that's a big swing.
It is, and if you look back even further, the volatility is even more dramatic.
Yeah, back in February, there was this crazy 240% gain.
Yeah, it went from 1.86 to over $15 at